pins in my eyes. Stop it. Where are we going today, babe?
Today, we're gonna go to DuPont State Forest. Walk around, hang out. Took a PTO day, so kids at school and me off work. And it's gonna be the last sunny day before the hurricane weather comes up through here. Figured why not enjoy the outsides. Not at the lake. They drained them.
And we decided that now might be a good time to do our official Life Unhooked video that we said we were gonna do, explaining why we're doing it. Here! I really love this place, but next time we got to bring the boys back.
It's been a long time since we came to this one. We went to Triple Falls since we moved into our house.
Yeah.
We haven't been to Hooker Falls since we got some old pictures on the refrigerator.
So which one are we going to? Hooker Falls?
Yeah,
Or
Triple Falls was a really hike. Remember?
Oh, that's
the one
completely
where,
uphill. That's the one I went to last time.
That's the one we went to last night. We went there and we went to what, High Falls.
So we're going to Hooker Falls this time.
They redid this a couple years ago. They added a restroom area. Check in with you, we'll find a spot to sit down and hang out. Not at the waterfall. It'll be too
Probably too loud.
too loud. So.
Yeah. So we'll find a spot though. But for now we're gonna have a fun hike, so I'm happy. Doing stuff like this is super helpful for me personally, and we'll talk about that more later, but for us too as a couple, you know?
Yep.
Getting out and doing stuff like this. So yeah. I know it keeps me sane.
Yeah, I enjoy being outside.
Hiking. Like I said yesterday, I told Kinley, I said, I really think we should do our Life Unhooked, like our official video outside where we feel most comfortable, you know?
She goes, check this out, it's so pretty. I'm like, don't touch that vine. She's like, why? What is it? I said, that's poison. Don't touch that vine. think you're allowed to camp right here.
Layla has been wanting to go camping. She keeps saying she wants to go camping. Honestly, right now is a really good time to camp.
Oh no, 42 degrees at night.
Before, look!
Yeah, it says do not enter. Oh, I didn't even
We
see
found
that.
Lightning McQueen! Finally! You know
I
when he
haven't-
got lost off of that big rig? He fell out and then he got lost, and look, we found him.
I've got a close-up picture of a Lightning McQueen car just like that from our beach trip, our first beach trip together. I'll throw it in.
My gosh,
I'll throw it
you
in the video.
do.
I still got it.
Okay, pop that up in the video, or put that up in the video.
That was
So they can see.
15 years ago.
Jeez.
16 almost.
You make us sound so old when you say 15 years.
Well, I mean,
Hey, look at me. I don't look a day over.
day over 32.
Look at how old am I again?
33.
I'm 33. It's funny because last year I was a manager for one of our local Starbucks, and it was my birthday, and I went into work and I was like, it's my birthday, and I was like, I'm 33. Well, no, this was a year before that. Well, actually, I was 32. So I had told everybody. What do you hear?
What do you hear?
Nothing.
Okay. You don't hear that water?
No.
Huh.
You do?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, he's hearing things. Now I forgot what I was talking about. See, this is what he does to me. He shuts me up by saying some random thing, and then I forget what I'm talking about. Anywho. Oh, Starbucks. Anyways, my birthday. I told everybody I was 33 years old. Got home. Husband's like, babe, you realize you're only 32, right? Yeah. So, long story short, I had to go back to work the next day and tell everybody that I was not 33, that I was 32, and then nobody believed me. So that was pretty shitty, and just made a fool of myself pretty much.
I don't even know how old I am.
Not the first time.
I gotta put the bah sound over your shit word.
For those of you that don't know, I'm actually I have a presence online. I used to do live makeup videos, and I love doing makeup. I'm not like a certified makeup artist or anything. I'm just a self-taught makeup artist. I love doing it. I sold from some MLM companies, sold for a few of them, and got over that. Lost some money, and just decided it wasn't worth it. Always wanted to do YouTube though, so I'm super happy to be back on here now. And then my old followers from a few years back are super happy because they're seeing my face again, and now they get to see my whole family, so I'm super excited.
Yeah, she liked doing the videos, but she wanted to do videos and online stuff and share things, but I don't know that was really fulfilling the dream for her.
No, but this right here, ultimately this is what I wanted to do. And you're 100% right. Oh my God, look, we're here. Oh my goodness, beautiful.
I can see that water's cold.
I bet so. I wonder what the temperature of it is. You gonna take the camera? I'm pretty clumsy, so.
I'd be surprised if that's much
Here.
more than 60.
I'm pretty clumsy, so.
You don't have the best shoes for this either.
No, I don't. They're slick.
My shoes they're work boots, but they're hiking style. Look, tadpoles. Those are fish though.
Those are fish?
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't see. Oh my God, I'm so blind. Little fishies. I'll grab one.
Tadpoles are long gone.
Ew. Oh no.
Look at that, that's beautiful. Rays coming down over the water. Steam coming up. Beautiful place.
Did you hear her?
What's that?
She does coffee hikes. She hikes people up here and then they sit and make coffee and have coffee at the waterfall. Do you have a card or something?
Oh Lord, I see ya. Watch out for that mud.
But I do other hikes too. I was just telling our followers that there's special groups that do hikes up here. Yeah, like nature hikes or like what the names are and stuff. You said our followers. What do you do? YouTube. Okay, we just recently started. Okay, no. They're called Life Unhooked. We do Annie Basket. Oh. We video that a lot. Okay. We're videoing our family now. I'll help you out. I love like finding people who do channels. I love followers. It's Life Unhooked. Okay. I'll look you up when I get service. Thank you.
Yeah, there ain't no service up here.
No service. Exactly. Which is nice. We tried. And your hair is super pretty. Thank you. It's not natural curly. Well, it looks really good. Own it. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's so cool. Y'all, we're going to go on a coffee hike. I'll take you with me.
So, I'm pretty sure that that old picture of me and you together was taken by that person.
Right here.
Right
he was
here.
standing right there. I remember.
Yep.
Pop it up. Can you put it up on the
I could probably just set it on a rock. Yeah.
No, when you put that picture in the video of
Okay.
us
Yeah, I will.
here,
It's on our fridge.
and I have one of me and Lucas sitting right here on that rock, right
Yep.
there.
Yeah, you do. It is. So I guess we could start by just introducing ourselves. I'll go first to take your nerves away. My name's Kinley Martin. I'm married to Lauren Martin, my beautiful wife. We have been together
Forgot my
for
ring today.
16 years, married for 5. I suppose that the reasoning behind the gap in years we'll get into a little bit of.
Yeah. It's kind of part of why we're doing what we're doing. So.
The name Life Unhooked was actually her idea. She came up with it and sent it to me in a text message, and I really liked it because it's kind of dual meaning, being that we, over the years, one thing we've kept pretty consistent is fishing together. We've putt-putt's another one. That's like an anniversary tradition, but fishing together has been a real big deal for us.
We've done it every anniversary except for one.
It's yeah, this last one.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good for us. A way to distract ourselves from real life.
If only we could do it more.
Yeah, it's been one of my favorite things to do my whole life.
And he's kind of given it to me. He showed me fishing and what it could do for me and how it could help me. So he kind of introduced fishing to me as like as a way to help me. I struggled a lot with substance abuse. I became addicted to prescription medications when I was going through a lot of health issues. I'm not going to get into all that right now, but I was in a lot of pain. Doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong. Eventually they did. But long story short, I became addicted to prescription medications pretty bad. Pain medications and also anti-anxiety medications, and then alcohol. And alcohol with those do not mix. So it became a really scary situation. For many years, I struggled off and on.
Yeah, we are two different ends of the spectrum on upbringing in life. I grew up brother, sister, parents, all in one house. They're still married. Obviously, you were on the opposite end of that, where it was,
never really
your dad
home.
wasn't really there.
I moved constantly. I didn't have a settling place. I didn't have a place to call, really, that I called home. The only place I could really call home that I could think of was my Nana's house that I grew up in when I was a little girl for just a few years of my life. But we had very different upbringings. I did have my mom, my brother, my sister, but it was very, very complicated. And I don't want to necessarily go deep into my family and how that works, because I have family that, maybe they don't want me to talk about them, and that's fine. But we'll go into it a little bit. But where are we at? I'm losing my train of thought.
So you dove into a little bit how you became addicted to different prescription medication, alcohol. There are multiple forms of addiction, and video games has become one of them. I began playing video games pretty regularly, probably whenever I was 15 years old, maybe 16. I got a job. I spent every dollar I had building a computer. I mean, that was obviously a long time ago, 22, 23 years ago, and I mean, I probably put over $2,000 into that computer as a teenager in high school.
But you worked hard for that, though. That's one thing.
Yeah. I used to go fishing and golfing with Dad a lot, and I started doing that instead, and it got to the point where he'd ask me to go, and no, I don't want to. I'd stay up all night.
Just wanting to be on video games.
And then at a certain point, he actually kind of quit asking me to go, and I spent my whole life fishing and golfing. That's one of my favorite things to do. That carried on early into our relationship.
That's all he did. He got home from work and he sat on that game. He didn't talk to me. He talked to the guys in the game.
When I met Lauren, our oldest son, she had him before we met.
I met.
He was 4 months old when we met.
4 months old.
I've raised him pretty much since he was 8 months old.
He basically adopted him, took over.
I probably fell in love with him before I fell in love with her.
Oh, absolutely. You'd just come over to play with her.
I would come in, and we moved into our place, and you were pregnant with our first son together. And I would come in from work, and I'd sit down on a computer.
But as an immature boy,
19, 20 years
going
old,
into a man, you didn't understand how that made me feel. And I was a young teen girl.
So you were 18, and I was 20, 21 at the time.
And I already had a baby, so I needed
she needed that attention. I didn't give it. And then looking back on it now, and I'd come in and sit on the game, and Brody would just want to play, be quiet, go play. Be quiet, go play, leave me alone. And that's
and I did that too. And that breaks my heart.
Kind of how it was. I continued to play video games like that for, let's see here, we went through the 08 market crash, lost my job. Of all the things we couldn't afford, the internet would probably been one of them, yet we had it so I could play games. An addiction's an addiction, one way or another.
So when he was doing that, I was getting addicted to pain pills, and then I started using anti-anxiety medications and antidepressants because I became very depressed, and then they put me on those, so then I got addicted to those with the pain medication. And then I became more depressed, so I started drinking. Well, I was already drinking. I was just a young 18-year-old person. I drank like everybody else. But then when I realized how it made me feel with the pills, and I could just block everything out, unfortunately, in the world we live in today, the drug epidemic, people are dying.
Opiates.
I should not be alive today. I should not be standing here. So many times I should have been dead. So many times. I should have been dead the night I, fell asleep or sitting up on the couch, just nodding off, eating dinner. I should have been dead.
There's times where she had taken so much, and I would start keeping counts on bottles.
He would have to watch
you'd have
me.
30 pills, 60 pills in a bottle, and you're talking 4 days, the whole thing would be gone.
He would sit there and watch me to make sure I was still breathing, and my husband should have never had to do that.
We've been down a long road. Long road.
And we came out a lot stronger than we were.
This long road has extended into even this last year, not with the addiction. She's been clean from the prescription medications for, the rule was I wasn't going to marry until she gave me what I needed, which was
and so I got into
sobriety.
treatment.
So she got into treatment.
I got into treatment, and I am working on, I still struggle every day. I still struggle. This is something that that, you know, I'll probably struggle with the rest of my life. Maybe not. I'm praying about that every day. God can make miracles happen, and I'm praying that that miracle happens, and I'll never lose that hope. But I have to wake up and I have to make the choice to be strong every day, because I still struggle.
So the next addiction, which I'm sure a lot of you are struggling with, is the social media addiction.
Yep.
It got to the point in our lives where we would sit at home and I'd sit on my spot on the couch. I have my spot. And she'd sit in her spot in the bed, and
our,
it was
our boys
cell
would
phone.
sit
Cell
in their
phone.
rooms
All the time.
on their games, and our whole family, but our daughter would just be like playing, and she never.
She's been pretty good about it, but it's like this all the time, right?
Yeah.
Whether I would do YouTube, I'm not. I have Facebook. I do Facebook obviously, but I'm not real big in it. But YouTube was my thing. I'd watch fishing videos and stuff like that, and of course she's watching YouTube, Facebook, whatever, and we were in separate rooms in the same house, to the point you start texting each other from across the room.
And that's a
problem.
Yeah.
Her emotions come out in cries, and mine come out in anger. And those don't mix well. So
anxiety and cries, anger.
Where we have found some salvation in all of this is fishing and doing outdoor things, but most importantly, God
and family.
And family.
God has brought our family together.
We're going to church, which I've never really done my whole life.
His whole life. And his mama even said, "You're going to church?"
Yeah, so it's not that I didn't believe, it's just that I you know, and then she would go to church and I would leave her, you know,
I'd go
by
to church
herself.
by myself, and I did, because I was gonna go whether my husband was with me or not, and I prayed, y'all. I prayed and prayed
It's
and prayed.
amazing
with my
how that
husband.
first sermon spoke to me like it was basically, it was about anger.
That first sermon, God spoke straight to him.
It was
that
literally
day.
about anger.
Now,
So
I
it's
tell
amazing.
you, if you don't believe in God, then just go sit in church. He'll speak to you.
Right now, we're in a series that's called Let's Talk About It,
Yeah.
which has to do with depression, anxiety, and of course substance abuse. So
I've had a hysterectomy due to my health issues, which I said I'll go into later.
yeah,
So,
those have improved a whole lot.
Yeah.
So
that hysterectomy has changed my life. It's taken a lot of pain away from me. I can live, I can go on hikes now, so it's a good thing.
but at the end of the day, that's what it's about. We're going to use this social media as a way just to spend time together. An excuse to spend time together is really what it is, which you shouldn't have to have. But if it does the job, it does the job.
He's matured a lot, I think, and so have I. But as far as, you know, you wanting to, you know, take me out on dates and stuff, you know.
Yeah, we went out last weekend, and you know, we obviously we had some beers and such out, and it was great with some live music. You keep it in moderation.
Yeah.
You have to keep each other in check.
You do, and he had to keep me in check, and we had a good night. We don't get out that often, but we hope to.
No, it's, you know, working. I work 50 to almost 60 hours every week.
And I spend my time with the kids. And you guys, I'm going to show you a peek into my life, you know, with the kids and stuff, because what else am I going to film? That's my life. My life is children and you and the outdoors. Yeah. That is my life.
With that being said, if you come here for just fishing videos, that's not all you're going to get. If you come here for just family antics, that's not all you get.
You're going to get a little bit of everything. You're gonna get, and we're gonna separate them on YouTube.
Yeah, well, I think we're gonna create playlists to keep them separated, organized, so those who want to watch what they want to watch can do so. Don't expect to see all that yelling and lunatic stuff and things like seems to be very popular. This is just down to earth stuff. Like I said, it's not for money, it's not for likes, it's not for follows, it's for us. So y'all can join us, and then we're gonna go about like we have been. Yeah. But you're definitely gonna see a lot of fishing and outdoor stuff.
Oh yeah,
because
100%.
that's one thing that we've done for the entirety of our relationship. That's it. That's us. Life unhooked. Yeah. So
love you.
Love you too.
Yeah, come hang out with us. I mean, you never know. You might like us.